Chosen one, get ready for sudden upgrade. You will be valuable. There are moments in life that look ordinary, feel routine, and pass by quietly. And then there are moments divinely designed to break every routine, disrupt the ordinary, and usher in a new reality. This is one of those moments. You're not here by accident. You're not watching this by coincidence. A sudden upgrade is approaching you, and it is coming in a way that will leave no doubt. God has marked you, chosen one. The doors are about to swing open. The value you've been carrying inside, hidden, unacknowledged, underestimated, is about to be recognized, rewarded, and raised in the eyes of the world. Watch this video until the very end. There's something in here your spirit has been waiting to hear. Write your warmest wishes in the comments and type the number 99. This is the energy that will surround your intentions, sending ripples through the universe to bring what you've been waiting for into motion. This is not just a video. This is an activation, a divine agreement taking form. Your wishes are not wasted. They are heard, honored, and energized. The universe is listening. Let it know you're ready now. Chosen one, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You felt it for a while, haven't you? That feeling that something was coming. Maybe you couldn't explain it. Maybe there weren't any signs on the surface. But deep in your spirit, there was a vibration, a stirring, a knowing. You've been sensing a coming change, even when life looked still. You've walked through seasons of silence, of being overlooked, of being in rooms where your worth was unseen and your presence undervalued. But all of that was preparation. Every tear, every test, every closed door, it was part of the divine orchestration that would lead you to this exact threshold. You are now standing on the edge of a sudden upgrade that will elevate everything about your existence. And it will not take years. It will not take months. This next shift is going to happen quickly, unexpectedly. And when it does, you will realize that the reason for every delay was to align you perfectly with the right moment. The truth is, chosen one, you've always been valuable. But value doesn't always shout. It often whispers until the right season. You were not created for noise. You were created for impact. You were not called to fit in. You were born to stand out. But your uniqueness was never meant to be rushed into visibility. It was meant to be preserved until the environment around you was mature enough to receive the magnitude of your essence. And now that moment has arrived, you will not have to prove your worth anymore. You will not have to chase recognition. The upgrade that's coming will do the speaking for you. The level you're stepping into will speak volumes about what you are without you saying a single word. This is divine positioning. An unshakable moment where heaven aligns with earth to reveal what has long been hidden. Sudden upgrades come in different forms. For some, it may be a financial breakthrough that wipes away years of stress. For others, it may be an opportunity, a connection, a platform that opens up and pulls you into the spotlight of purpose. For some, it will be internal, an awakening that activates power, clarity, and courage on levels you didn't know you had. But no matter the form it takes, the message is the same. You're about to become visible, and not just seen, valued for your mind. Valued for your presence. Valued for your resilience. Valued for everything you've been quietly carrying for years. And that recognition is going to come with reward. You've swung in silence. Now get ready to harvest in glory. You see, being chosen often means being processed. And the process isn't always pretty. There were times you wanted to quit, to fade into the background, to stop believing in yourself, because the weight felt endless. There were nights you questioned whether the promise would still come. But chosen one, the delay was never a denial. It was divine development. You were being built in secret so you could rise in strength. You were being refined like gold, purified by fire, so that when the time came, you wouldn't just rise, you'd shine. You didn't go through all of that for nothing. The pain had a purpose. And now the reward will speak louder than the struggle ever did. People may have dismissed you. They may have looked at your current circumstances and decided you were not someone to be taken seriously. But what he didn't know is that your story was still being written. The first few chapters were not the end, they were the making. And now the next chapter is about to begin with a sudden turn, a divine plot twist, a reversal so undeniable that even your enemies will be silenced by your rise. You won't have had to explain. You won't have to defend your journey. Your transformation will do the talking. Your elevation will be your evidence. The very same places where you were overlooked will soon become the stages of your breakthrough. Don't be surprised when things start to shift quickly. The people, the resources, the ideas, they will appear suddenly, and it may feel surreal at first, but remember, you've been prepared for this. Even when you didn't know it, life was training you. Every hardship stretched your faith. Every disappointment sharpened your discernment. Every delay shaped your character. Now the pieces are falling into place. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to force anything. The upgrade is not something you chase. It's something you receive. It's something that recognizes your frequency and finds you. You don't have to beg. You don't have to prove. You just have to stay aligned. This next level will require a new mindset. You must walk like you're already upgraded. Talk like you've already arrived. Think like the version of you that has already won. Because your upgrade will not just be external, it will be internal. It's not just a boot what's coming to you. It's about what's waking up within you. Value doesn't come from validation. It comes from vision. You have to see yourself differently before the world does. That's the real preparation. That's the secret key. When you begin to own your worth unapologetically, the world around you will begin to respond accordingly. Chosen one, don't shrink in this moment. Don't doubt yourself just because you've never seen it happen before. You were never meant to follow someone else's map. You are the blueprint. You are the evidence that it's possible. You are the one who was designed to break the pattern, rewrite the story, and lead others out of their limitations. That's why the upgrade is sudden. Because your rise has a ripple effect. When you rise, others will rise with you. When you shine, others will find their light too. You are not just rising for yourself. You are rising for everyone connected to your assignment. This is not a maybe. This is not a hopeful possibility. This is confirmation. The sudden upgrade is not just on its way, it's already in motion. Things are being rearranged behind the scenes. Conversations are being had about you in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your name is on lips that once ignored you. Your energy is pulling in the very things you've prayed for. And your value is becoming undeniable. You are no longer hidden. You are no longer forgotten. You are being called forth, raised up, positioned for a season where everything about you aligns with who you truly are. Valuable, chosen, elevated. And so, chosen one, prepare yourself. Speak like the upgraded version of you. Move like the valuable vessel you are. Rest like someone who knows it's already done. Because soon, very soon, you will look back at this moment and smile. Not because of what you had, but because of what was about to arrive. Stay ready. Stay aligned. Stay faithful. The upgrade is coming and you will be more valuable than ever before. You have to understand something very important about the nature of sudden upgrades. They do not come after warnings. They arrive like divine surprises, catching the world off guard, but perfectly aligning with what your spirit already knew was inevitable. That's what makes them powerful. That's what makes them sacred. They are divine interruptions tailored only for the ones who were willing to keep walking even when the road seemed empty. And chosen one, you are one of those rare souls who kept going. You moved even when there was no applause. You gave even when there was no return. You trusted even when the facts didn't line up. That type of endurance doesn't go unnoticed in the divine realm. That kind of faith sends signals through the spiritual universe, alerting heaven that you are prepared for the next dimension of destiny. You are being upgraded not just because of where you're going, but because of how you survived where you've been. The people around you won't understand at first. They won't be able to explain how everything started shifting in your favor so quickly. They'll search for explanations. They'll try to connect dots. But here's the truth. Some upgrades cannot be explained. They can only be witnessed. And your life is about to become a testimony of what happens when favor overtakes a faithful soul. What's coming next isn't luck. Its legacy. What's about to be placed in your hands isn't random. It's a reflection of divine reward. The kind offerword that's been stored, preserved, and matured over time for such a time as this. You have entered the realm of being undeniable. What does that mean? It means that no matter who tries to ignore you, no matter who attempts to block you, no matter who refuses to recognize your worth, it will not work. The light inside you will be too bright. The grace on your life will be too loud. The evidence of your value will show up even in rooms where you haven't spoken a word. You will begin to notice how people treat you differently. Not because you changed who you are, but because your frequency has elevated. Your inner world has expanded. Your aura carries the weight of someone who has been refined through the fire. You're no longer seeking validation. You're carrying revelation. And people can feel that without you saying a word. Don't question it when it happens. When the doors fly open faster than expected. When favor locates you with no effort. When the phone calls, the opportunities, the breakthroughs begin to fall into your lap without your usual grind. Don't shrink. Don't overthink it. Don't sabotage it. Accept it. Embrace it. Celebrate it. Because it's not coming from man. It's coming from heaven. It's not because you campaigned for it. It's because you were crowned for it. You didn't force your way in. You were chosen to rise. And the moment you size to this truth, the faster it will all come together. Your value isn't increasing. It's simply being recognized. You're not becoming someone new. You're becoming someone revealed. You're stepping into your fullness. And for the first time, the world will see the version of you that's always existed beyond the curtain of struggle. And let this be clear, this is not the result of perfection. You're not being upgraded because you did everything right. You're being upgraded because you didn't give up. You're being upgraded because you remained faithful even when it hurt. You kept showing up even when you didn't feel seen. You chose growth instead of bitterness. And that is the character awesome and worthy of divine elevation. Every system that once limited you is losing its grip. You are no longer bound by the same rules, no longer confined by the same patterns. The upgrade isn't just about getting more. It's about becoming free, free to move without fear. Free to speak without shrinking. Free to express your gift without apology. Free to walk into rooms without second guessing your presence. That's the true upgrade. Liberation of the soul. A shift that empowers you from the inside out. You will no longer beg for what you were born to receive. You will no longer chase what should naturally gravitate toward your calling. You are now walking in alignment. And alignment is the atmosphere where value explodes. Don't be surprised if things start to feel unfamiliar. When you're being upgraded, the old world starts to fade. Certain conversations won't resonate anymore. Certain environments won't feel like home. Certain connections won't feel aligned. That's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of transition. The version of you that was willing to settle no longer exists. You're being invited into higher rooms. And not just to sit quietly in the back, but to stand boldly in the front, to lead, to speak, to shine. Because the world needs what you carry. Your voice has value. Your story has power. Your essence is divine medicine for a world that is starving for authenticity. In this new space, you'll begin to attract differently. New people, new sources, new ideas, new strategies. Not because you're striving, but because you are aligned. When your internal frequency changes, your external reality follows. And you're not just stepping into new spaces, you're creating them. You'll begin to build things you've never seen. You'll begin to break patterns that have existed for generations. You'll be the first in your lineage to rise to this height. And your elevation will not just change your life. It will shift the legacy of your entire bloodline. That's how valuable you are. Don't wait until the upgrade fully shows to start believing it's real. The moment you sense the shift, lean in. Treat yourself like the upgraded version now. Speak kindly to yourself now. Move with confidence now. Build as if it's already done, because your belief is the key that opens the vault. Heaven responds to courage. And the bold ones, those who dare to move like it's already theirs, are the ones who catch divine acceleration. This is the season where small steps will open massive gates. This is the time when one decision will unlock decades of reward.
That's
How sudden the upgrade will feel. And let's speak to something deeper. The fear that tries to linger when the new season approaches. You may feel nervous. You may feel unqualified. But fear is not the voice of truth. It's the echo of the past trying to hold on. You are not your past anymore. You are not your mistakes. You are not your old labels. You are not what people use to call you. You are being renamed by heaven. You are being upgraded in identity. And your value is not based on perfection. It's based on purpose. God did not choose you because you were flawless. He chose you because he saw who you would become after the fire. And that version of you is ready now. You will notice this upgrade not just in opportunities but in energy. Your strength will return. Your clarity will sharpen. Your joy will rise. You'll lay law again. You'll sleep deeper. You'll speak bolder. You'll love yourself fully. Because when you realize your value, you stop tolerating what drains you. You stop accepting crumbs. You stop apologizing for dreaming big. You no longer hide your brilliance for the comfort of others. You begin to move like someone who deeply knows that they were born for greatness. Not ego-driven but purpose-fueled. Not insecure but divinely anchored. This is the moment when the divine spotlight shines on you. Not to expose your flaws but to reveal your readiness. You have been hidden long enough. You have carried the weight long enough. Now it's time for your reward to match your responsibility. You are not rising to impress people. You are rising because the world needs your light. You are rising because heaven has set this appointment. You are rising because your voice, your presence, your anointing, yes, your anointing is too potent to stay in the shadows any longer. The upgrade isn't, but it is sure. And when it hits, you will realize it was always meant for you. You will no longer question why it took so long. Because once it arrives, it will move so fast that every year of waiting will feel like preparation for a divine moment too powerful to be rushed. The value you carry is about to be placed on a global stage. Not for ego, not for fame, but for assignment. The world is not just about to see you. They're about to experience the impact of someone who went through the process and still chose to shine. There's something sacred about being refined in silence. About growing when no one is watching. About becoming more even when the world assumes you're stagnant. This is the unseen path of the chosen ones. The quiet becoming. And now the time has come when what was cultivated in secret is about to speak loudly in the open. Chosen one. This is not just a promotion in the natural. It is a spiritual unveiling. The old you is no longer needed. The expired identity you once wore has dissolved. And in its place rises a version of you that is upgraded in thought, upgraded in clarity, upgraded in posture, and yes, upgraded in value. This sudden shift will not be subtle. It will be undeniable. You're going to walk into rooms that used to intimidate you and realize you belong there. Not because you changed your personality to fit in, but because you upgraded your mindset to stand out. You will no longer dilute your power for the comfort of others. You've spent too long hiding behind humility that was actually fear in disguise. But now you understand that confidence is not arrogance. It's obedience. And when you walk in the full expression of who you were created to be, heaven gets glory, and the earth receives healing. That's how valuable you are. You've become medicine to environments that are starving for truth, authenticity, and transformation. This is what sudden upgrade feels like. People begin to listen when you speak. Ideas begin to flow where there was once a drought. Doors open without you knocking. Resources chase you down instead of you chasing survival. You feel lighter. You breathe deeper. The tension that once wrapped around your shoulders begins to fall off. The noise of doubt starts to quiet, and above all else, there is this calm certainty in your spirit. You just know something has shifted. You may not be able to explain it to others, but you can feel it. The timing, the momentum, the energy. It's all working in your favor now. Don't underestimate how quickly things can change when the divine is involved. What once took 10 years can now take 10 days. What once felt impossible can suddenly become your reality. This is the territory of the chosen. When heaven accelerates your path, it overrides every earthly timeline. You are not behind. You are not delayed. You are right on time for a miracle. That doesn't need to be manufactured. It only needs to be received. Stop looking at the clock. Stop measuring your progress against others. Their journey is not your blueprint. You are on a customized path. And this path leads to greatness beyond human comprehension. You will begin to see things fall away from your life. And don't panic when they do. Certain relationships, habits, routines, or beliefs will start to feel heavy. That's because they no longer match the vibration of your upgraded self. And when things fall away, it's not loss. It's alignment. You are being cleared of what can't carry the weight of your next level. You are being emptied so you can be filled with precision. The upgrade is not just about gaining, it's about releasing. And what you let go of now will make space for what has been waiting for you all along. It's not that you weren't valuable before. It's that now your environment will finally match your essence. You will no longer feel like a lion in a cage. You will no longer feel like royalty walking in rags. You will no longer feel like a powerful spirit suffocating in shallow spaces. You are moving into environments that see you, hear you, respect you, and support you. This upgrade will place you among those who recognize your worth without explanation. You won't have to prove. You won't have to hustle for validation. Your presence will speak for itself, because now your energy carries authority. Your voice will have a new weight to it. Your eyes will carry vision. Your hands will build legacy. Your presence will shift atmospheres. This is what happens when the chosen step into their divine moment. There is no more waiting for approval. No more dimming your light for the comfort of others. You are not rising to compete. You are rising to complete what was written about you before time began. And in this new space, you will feel one thing above all else: freedom. The freedom to be fully you. The freedom to live out your calling without apology. The freedom to value yourself in a world that once overlooked you. People will ask how it happened so fast. They'll wonder how you rose when they thought you'd fall. They'll try to retrace your steps, to mimic your outcome, but they won't understand. It wasn't your effort alone that brought upgrade. It was your alignment. It was your obedience to stay the course. It was your refusal to quit when quitting felt easier. It was the inner work you did when no one was clapping. The transformation they now see was born in silence, in sacred spaces, in the wilderness of becoming, and now the results will speak for themselves. You've been through enough to know what's real. You've seen what fake success looks like. You've watched people build castles on sand and lose everything. That's not your path. Your upgrade is not a facade. It is built on a solid foundation of purpose, integrity, and vision. This is not a quick rise. It's a permanent one. You are being established in a position that cannot be taken by human hands. What's coming to you now will be anchored by heaven itself, and once it arrives, it will last. Let this moment be the final time you question your value. Let it be the last time you hesitate to speak your truth. Let this be the moment you fully own your light. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for everyone to understand. Some people will never get it, and that's okay. Your path is not for everyone. Your upgrade was not meant to be explained. It was meant to be walked in. You are not here to convince. You are here to demonstrate. Your life will be theft-proof. Your peace will be the signal. Your fruit will be the answer. The world has seen enough replicas, enough noise, enough surface-level success. But you're different. You've been crafted for impact. You've been developed for depth. You've been positioned for purpose.
That's
why your upgrade won't just bless you. It will bless everyone connected to you. You're about to carry so much light, so much wisdom, so much provision that others will rise just by being near you. This is legacy. This is divine inheritance. This is what you were made for. And when the moment comes, when the phone rings, the door opens, the opportunity arrives, don't flinch, don't doubt. Don't delay. Walk through it boldly. Because you didn't come this far to question whether you're ready. You are ready. You were made ready in the dark. You were tested in silence. You were qualified through fire. And now you are being crowned, not with jewels, but with responsibility. Not with applause, but with purpose. Not with noise, but with unmistakable clarity. Chosen one, the sudden upgrade is not an illusion. It's not a fantasy, it's not hype. It's your real unfolding before your eyes. Let it happen, let it flow, let it transform you. And, as it comes, remember this: you are valuable not because of what you produce, but because of who you are. You are worthy not because of titles, but because of your truth. You are renowned not because of validation, but because of your vision. The upgrade has started, and this time you will not miss it.
The air
Around you is changing. It may feel subtle to the physical senses, but your spirit already knows. This is a shift like no other. The frequency you're standing in is no longer ordinary. You're vibrating at the level of breakthrough. This is what divine upgrade feels like. Not noisy, not chaotic, but clear, intentional, and aligned. You're not just being elevated in visibility. You're being recalibrated. In essence, what's occurring now is not merely circumstantial. It's foundational. Everything that once anchored you to limitation is being dismantled. And the very thing that will stabilize your expansion is being installed within you. The way you think is evolving. You're no longer reacting from pain. You're responding from power. You're no longer moving from lack, you're moving from legacy. This mental and emotional upgrade is happening because your external upgrade would not be sustainable without it. You are being internally stretched to carry the weight of what's about to be released into your hands. That's why your vision is becoming sharper. That's why your discernment is being heightened. That's why old patterns feel uncomfortable now. They don't match the new wiring of your destiny. You're no longer compatible with low-level living. Don't resist the changes just because they feel unfamiliar. That discomfort is not danger, it's development. The shedding of the old always stings a little. When the mindset that kept you safe is no longer sufficient, your soul will feel it. When the people you once leaned on can no longer walk with you, your heart will ache. But don't panic. That is the sign of promotion. You are no longer walking in circles, you are walking in steps. Each decision you make from this point on will carry more weight, more clarity, and more consequence. Not because you are under pressure, but because you are now influential by default. The sudden upgrade isn't just something you experience. It's something that causes others to rise by proximity. You're becoming a beacon, a carrier of divine energy. When you speak, things will shift. When you show up, dynamics will change. This is the essence of divine value. You are no longer passive in your atmosphere. You are a catalyst. People may not know why they feel better around you, more energized around you, more hopeful around you, but it's because the light you now carry activates what is dormant in others. And this is only the beginning. Don't underestimate what you're stepping into. The spotlight is not the reward. The alignment is. You'll notice that what once felt like striving now feels like flow. You'll catch ideas mid-conversation. Solutions will come to you while you sleep. Money will show up through channels you never expected. These are signs that you've stepped into the realm of divine orchestration. Things are being assigned to you not because you begged, but because you became. You have become the version of yourself that the promise has been waiting for, and still it's important to remain grounded. Because even as things rise around you, your integrity must remain rooted. This upgrade does not exempt you from growth. It demands more of it. You must protect your peace with more conviction. You must guard your energy with more precision. You must say no with more confidence. Because when you become valuable, not everyone will approach you with pure intentions. But don't let that discourage you. Just let it train you. Not everyone is meant to have access to you. Some are meant to be served by your impact, not to sit at your table. This new version of you isn't just stronger. It's wiser. You'll begin to make decisions faster because you trust yourself more. You'll hear your intuition louder. You'll know when to speak and when to be silent. You'll walk into rooms and feel what's happening before a single word is said. This isn't arrogance, it's divine awareness. You've been given insight for a reason. You're being entrusted with revelation, with influence, with legacy. Your upgrade is not random, it is strategic. And you are the only one who could carry it with the level of responsibility required. You've outgrown environs that felt like home, not because they were bad, but because you're not meant to stay where you Warians planted. Trees must be moved from pots to forests. Your roots have reached at capacity. It's time to expand. It's time to breathe deeper air. It's time to operate in a space that doesn't shrink you. You can't carry a crown in a cage. And many of the delays you faced were not punishment. They were divine pauses so that your next space would be ready to receive you in full. The suddenness of your upgrade may shock others, but it won't shock you. Because deep inside you've always known this moment would come. That knowing kept you going. That knowing woke you up when you felt weary. That knowing gave you the courage to say no when compromise looked easier. You held on because something greater was whispering to you. And now that whisper is turning into a shout. The world is about to see what you've known in secret. That you are not average. That you are not forgotten. That you are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are called and you are about to be crowned. Understand this. Valuable things are protected. And that's why certain people couldn't walk with you into this new season. That's why some doors closed even when you knocked with sincerity.